Hi, I'm Dr. Madhu Chopra back again with the same subject that we spoke about last time about the relationship breakdown. But now I want to talk about how do you deal with it? How do you get out of your emotional strangulation? How do you save yourself? So, whenever there is a breakdown of any relationship, the first emotion that you get is denial. ये हो ही नहीं सकता. Can't be possible that she doesn't like me. Can't be possible that he doesn't care for me. So the first stage is denial. And it's natural because you either haven't reached that point of no return. So you still feel कि ये हो ही नहीं सकता. We still care for each other so much. That's the first one. And then the second stage would be anger. Anger at the betrayal. Anger at the loss of trust. Anger at your own foolishness. Why did I not see this earlier? So that anger, that's again natural and it's okay. You can get angry, but your anger should not be misdirected. Your anger should be for introspection. Your anger should find an outlet. You have some great friends, you have a great hobby. Do something to vent your anger. You cannot let it become a pressure cooker and cause you more trauma than assist. So once the anger is over, then you go into negotiation stage. अच्छा, एक बार बात तो करके देख लेते हैं. Let's see if we can salvage the relationship. Let's do. So you invite each other over a cup of coffee, have a conversation, and maybe things do look good. Maybe you speak about terms, you speak about what caused this breakdown. Maybe you have an open conversation which you didn't have while you were in your relationship, but now that you're gradually getting out of it, it's easier to talk because you're talking to a person you know very well and yet you don't own him. So it's easier to talk your angst, whatever upset you. Maybe he is very close to someone else that you don't like. Maybe he doesn't come home and have dinner that you cooked. Maybe she hasn't welcomed you with a smile. Small things like this. Small things pile up. You don't have to have a battle to lose a relationship. Small things like उसने मुझे पानी नहीं पूछा. He was going out. He didn't ask me if I wanted to go or not. Or he would say कि you don't like my friends. When I go out with my friends, you don't want to join me. Little things like this pile up. You're not talking to each other about it. You're not dealing with it. So then the negotiation stage starts. You might find a meeting point. Give yourself a chance. That's fine. You should give your relationship a chance because you valued it enough to have gone on for that long. Pick up your phone and speak to your father. Say apologies. I neglected you. I had no time. I was building my career, building my family. I just forgot that I had to check with you. How are you? Small one sentence and everything cleans out. That relationship is salvageable because a parent is someone you were born to. You had no choice in there. It just happened. But your friends, your partner, your relationships are of your own choice. So to admit that you failed or you made a wrong choice or you were a dumbo to have picked out the wrong person, all this you start flagellating yourself. You start going into slowly, you start feeling depressed because you now think that it was all your fault. You were being stupid. You did not pick out the right person. So that depression is the scary stage. If you can overcome this stage without jumping into a well, without falling off a 20-storied building, then you're sorted. Here you need help. Here it would be always better to get a professional help, is how I would say. To cope with a broken heart, there are people who would help you. It's easy to say, you would say, कि आपको कहना तो बड़ा आसान है. But how do you deal with a broken heart when nothing looks good? Your world is all dark, falling all over you. You don't feel like studying. You don't feel like going to college. You don't feel like doing all the regular normal things that you were doing, you're in depression. And depression is an actual entity. It's a mental entity where as soon as someone feels that इसकी तो शक्ल खराब हो गई, ये तो स्माइल ही नहीं करता, is completely become a lost person, he's all the time in his computer watching things, pretending to be working, he's lost from our world, then that friend or that somebody should give you a knock on your head and say, get help. It's the best thing you can do. When I lost my husband, it was very, very hard to cope. It was very hard to cope. But then, yes, I took help. I went to an excellent psychiatrist who talked me out of it, and in 5 or 6 sessions, I was back to me. I landed on my feet, and that was so important for me. Similarly, any loss is hard to accept, hard to deal with. I understand all that. But then there are professional people who would help you and seek that help. Don't feel embarrassed ki who goes to a psychiatrist or who goes to a psychologist, who goes to a counselor. They do. I think everybody should at some point in their life, for whatever reason, have a talk with a psychiatrist, a counselor, who would just listen to them, guide them through their difficult times. And then comes Azadi. Now you have accepted everything, you've gone over a depression, and you're a new person, ready for change, out of your sad event, and you're starting off again. So, trust me, these 4 stages are normal, natural progression of a breakup. Accept it, see how you can help yourself, and see how you can get help. You have to have a safe zone, either your home, your parent, your best friend. You have to have a safe zone who has seen you through all your relationship issues and who understands. It's always the best thing to have is a good friend who supports you. Good luck.